about to bring forth after breaking down the East Indian culture, which goes back to the Phoenicians in the Bible.
Okay. Phonetics. Phoenicia.
Phonetics.
Phonics.
And there was one thing York was good at doing, playing on words.
Back again.
You know what I'm saying?
Wordsmith.
Yeah, wordsmith. Logos. Which
Words cast spells.
Yeah, it sure does. And logos, that's another video, but anyway, that's speech,
That
a lot of talking and so
East
forth.
Indian Hindu.
So now what we're going to bring forth is you have, as far as the dress of the East Indian females, it was called the saris, and what they wore those bright colors like lime green. They are not African colors. We wore primary earth tone colors.
Okay.
So all these crazy colors that they coming out, they were not African people didn't wear them.
Okay.
They were brown. You know, I mean, the beautiful colors that bring out the beauty of nature. It was the colors that we wore because we were a nature people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So prior to that, their culture, their customs, and so forth, their custom is what they go back and they have what is known as the color. The color festival. And the color festival, which they paint themselves with different colors, you know, all over their face and so forth. But what in Nuwapu, what they did was they related the colors to the color of dress.
Okay.
They didn't paint their faces like they did in East Indian.
They took it to the garments, to the fabric.
They took it to the fabric. And last but not least, we will put up the video, Copycat number 8, the Festival of Colors by Brother Tanun.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It's Gucci.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yes.
So, is this the sum of what you have to say today?
Basically, yes, for now.
Okay.
We will do another video addressing other information.
Yeah. You know, brother,
right,
that the Nuwapians who are still stuck in that spell
right,
are going to try to challenge you on these videos.
And it's all good. They can, they can bring what they got.
You saw the video that HOTEP TALAH Moon did, right?
Yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah.
And you know what? I thought, to me, that was interesting, especially when he brought up the fact about the aliens on the moon.
When Hindu.
The aliens on the moon. He saw footage of aliens on the moon with the dot.
With the bendy dot.
With the bendy dot. Come on, brother.
And they had on Hindu female jewelry.
Come on, brother. This is
the aliens bisexual too? They must be.
Yes. Yes.
No, they must be.
Exactly.
If they must be, because if we have already identified that as female jewelry,
yeah,
and you say no, it's not Hindu, this go beyond the stars, nigga.
Exactly.
So you are cosmic
yeah,
manifestation of male and what? Female.
Okay, now prior to what you just said, let me add on to that. Okay, in the biblical scripts of the Bible, you have the 3 sons of Noah.
Shem, Ham, and Japheth.
Japheth, right? Okay, you have Shem, who gave birth to the Jews.
According to the story.
Yes. Okay, and Ham gave birth to
Mizraim, the Hamites, etc.
The Hamites and so forth. But basically, out of Ham came the Jews, and out of Shem came the Hindus, and out of Japheth came the Mongolians. That's why those 3 cultures suppresses our people to this day, because they were all one family. They were cousins, uncles, nephews, nieces, daughters, all of that bull crap.
Okay.
And they were Phoenicians, which once again goes back to the East Indians, because the Caucasians, they were extracted from the Hindus. That's why the spiritual system that Europeans follow as of now is yoga. Where yoga go back to?
Again, East Indian, Hindu.
Exactly. So I mean,
culture.
It's just a bunch of nonsense. And whatever they bring, I can bring it too.
Of course, you did. You did a pretty good job.
I mean, I've been under this way of life since '92, and prior to last year is when the spell was broken. So you want to condemn me from waking up from a spell?
Of course, that's.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course, listen.
You know,
when you realize that you are in a cult,
exactly,
right?
And
just like I had to realize about the Christian church cult,
right?
The Nation of Islam cult.
Yeah.
See, you don't know that you're born into a world of God cult, right?
Yeah.
And it is typically expected that when you leave a cult, they will attack you.
Of course.
If it's not a cult, why are you attacking me?
Exactly.
Right.
And that goes back. So I'm gonna end it with this. Okay. Just like if I was a Christian, and I'm still a Christian, right? And then I just all of a sudden come across some information that predates
or
Christianity or contradicts Christianity, and then I all of a sudden decide, well, darn, man, I've been lied to all these years from being a Christian and worshiping Jesus as my Savior when I'm my own Savior. Me being a natural being, I'm giving all my credit to a Caucasian man with blonde hair and blue eyes.
Right. So
you know what I'm saying? So that's a spell within itself.
That was created by what? A wordsmith.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's no different than me being a Nuwapian from '92 up until the year 2016, and I come across some natural information which was taken from a brother who was appointed by noon, nature, science, and break down the number 9 as being ether that exists within nature, that energy flow, you know what I'm saying, that it resides in nature. So, and I step away from the 6th ether, which is chaos, which goes back to Leviathan,
back to Murdoch and
back
all, to
Mumu and Ninsar and all of them Sumerian mythology gods and goddesses. So you know, just basically, it's just that it's no different. It's no different of what you are a part of. It's a spell, no matter what you say it is or isn't. Unless it abides by the laws of the universe. If it doesn't abide by the natural laws of the universe, you have been sucked into something unnatural. Right,
you've been had.
Yes.
You've been took. You've been bamboozled.
Exactly.
You've been ran amok.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I give high praise to the brother Malcolm X, because he was trying to let the people know. He was trying to let people know, even though he knew he was tricked when he went over to, you know what I'm saying?
When he went over to Mecca, but then all of that's created by the same people too.
Yeah, it was, but he still
remember the big maze I'm telling you about? Remember I talked about being trapped in a maze?
Oh yeah.
As long as you in the maze, walking around the corridors, you may stay in there forever.
Yeah.
And if you pick up a book in the maze and read the book may be very well designed by the person who made the maze.
Exactly.
And if you find a preacher in there, a teacher in there, don't listen to his ass. Ask him how long you been in this motherfucker. Because if you've been stuck in this motherfucking maze walking around forever, I ain't got no business listening to your ass.
Exactly.
I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump over the motherfucking walls until I run out of walls. Matter of fact, why don't you back up and go out the door that you came in? But when you do that, they get mad at you.
Peace and blessings.
This has been another New Black World Order TV Productions. Chopper. Peace.
Peace and
blessings to Ra, the peaceful rebel.
Exactly.
Part 3 is on the way.
Exactly.
This thing going what? Layers.
Layers, layers.